So somebody commented on my Yeat in 5 years video and they said do Summrs next. Well, I got you. And although he might not be the highest selling artist or he's on the billboards, his respect and loyalty from his fans is why he is the GOAT of underground music. And before we talk about where he's gonna be in 5 years, I just want to talk about what makes him so important. Cause you don't just start a wave or become a leader of a movement without some real intention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly there must be something about Summrs that keeps his fans coming back. So let's start this video off with a question. What makes Summrs music so great? So I've done a lot of researching and looking into Summrs fan base and his slower music, his upbeat music, and one thing I can say, man, is I get it. Talent, his melodic ability, production, bro, what makes for some of the most soulful plug and beat hits, and it's really like, he really is the GOAT when it comes to this underground shit. Listening to him evolve from 2016 to now, I think the reason why people have such an attachment with Summrs is because while he still has all the qualities of a street rapper, he's also a very expressive person like Lil Peep and Lil Tracy. Because although Peep and Tracy had a different sound, bro, the material in the music is the exact same. Maybe Peep was taking a little harder drugs than these motherfuckers, but still, you can definitely hear that, and you hear Summrs modernize the sound a little bit. And with this combination in Summrs' talent, he's built such a loyal fan base for himself and his music. He really, without knowing it, created a whole wave, and he didn't even know he was creating it. He was just with his friends in the studio going crazy. And although he wasn't the founder, his contribution to Slay World has already gone into full effect. The entire underground scene is changing the sound of modern day music. Now after all that, you're probably thinking he's gonna be a fucking legend in 5 years. He's gonna be a pioneer of a whole new wave. But let's just say it ain't that simple. So similar to the Yeat video, I want to look at 3 different outcomes of Summrs' career on where he could be in 5 years. And we'll decide at the end which one's the most valid. Now I want to start with the worst outcome out of the 3. And let me tell you guys right now, even the worst outcome isn't bad at all. And to be honest, this is a very probable route for how his career will go. Now one thing about Summrs, he may be praised and considered the GOAT, but you can't argue everybody blowing up around him and everybody getting more monthly listeners than him. And it's like mind-blowing to me how many people don't even listen to Summrs. Even the fucking horny ass kid on TikTok has more monthly listeners than him. No offense to Lossy, but he knows Summrs should have more. He knows that. But his career could be very similar to Lucky. The first outcome might just be Summrs chilling with his monthly listeners in the corner, far away from everybody else. Some rappers don't sell out. As much as people want their favorite rapper to gain mainstream success, it doesn't always happen. Now with that being said, remember I said that it's not bad because being an artist who stays out the way, has a loyal fan base, and doesn't really care about mainstream exposure, those are the most raw organic rappers, and a lot of them, they're good with bread. They never gotta worry about money. They got that diehard fan base who's gonna be with them till they're done making music. The reason this is the first outcome is because I could see this kind of artist being Summrs. The reason this is the first outcome is Summrs is that kind of artist. He's very raw, he's very organic, and he has his own fan base. If he blows up big or not, I'm sure that all the videos on his YouTube channel right now will all have over 10 mil. Without a doubt, in 5 years, every single video on his channel will still have 10 mil. And before we even talk about the second outcome, I just want to say, regardless out of all 3 of these outcomes, he will be a legend and he will be known as a pioneer. But we've seen pioneers not get their credit until they're dead. You know what I'm saying? Look at Nikola Tesla. A little more recent example would be Chief Keef. He's a founding father of this generation. Simple. But if he dropped an album right now, it's not gonna go do record-breaking numbers on some he's the GOAT, he's the god, but his fans who fuck with Chief Keef and always will, they'll be souped. But then, going on to the second outcome, you have somebody like G Herbo, who is really similar to Summrs if you really think about it. The way Summrs is a pioneer for this plug and B wave is the same way G Herbo was a pioneer for Chicago drill. And they both seem to be getting overshadowed by young talent. And it wouldn't be until 2020, almost a decade after, that G Herbo really started to get mainstream success. He didn't expect it though. He was doing exactly what he's been doing, and he had that loyal fan base. But then PTSD came out, and just unexpectedly now he's like getting all this respect, and people are like, oh damn, he's a legend, I forgot. Now if it takes the public 5 years to really wake up to Summrs, I'll be sad because he truly deserves his hype right now and should be seen as a revolutionary. And if the younger generation does see it, which they do, because every new bit of music that comes out today, it sounds like Summrs, it sounds like Yeat, it sounds like this new underground scene, then I think in 5 years there's a very high chance that Summrs might finally get all the success that he deserves. Now we got one more outcome. the one that we all want, the one that Summer fans think he deserves. And that's this young generation growing up with Summrs, the same way the last generation had like 21 and Kodak, and we just watched them grow and grow until they were the face of the industry. If Summrs continues doing what he's doing, dropping amazing music, evolving as an artist, and with every new rapper nowadays trying to sound like them, there's a chance that Summrs' career could really just break through soon, and he'll literally be the new age Future, and motherfucking Can's the Young Thug. Now on a real level, I'm not sure if we'll see that reality, but he doesn't really drop consistent, plus he's never had a real breakthrough hit. He's had semi-viral songs, but he's never even had a real breakthrough hit. But a hit could totally change his career and put a lot of people onto him that never heard of him before. Now, as much as I want a fairy tale ending, out of all three of those options, comment which one you think. Let's go through it quick. A, he'll stay low-key, have a loyal fan base, and he'll just stay where he's at, gradually improve, and he'll be like Lucky, maybe sadly never be rewarded with the Grammys or billboards or a big name commercial, but he'll just stay true to himself and continue putting out great music to his loyal fan base. Option B, similar to A, stay out the way, continue dropping amazing music, but while being passed by all these new age rappers who are already going mainstream, 5 years later, after all that fog clears up and the true legends come out the shadow, Summrs will really be revealed on how much he truly changed this generation. Or option C, pop off completely in 2023, become an actual superstar, birth the next generation to ride his wave, and become the modern day Future. Now the answer I'm gonna choose, is B, and that's without hesitation. Now let me help you understand why. Summrs is going to be praised by the underground fans of rap. His sound, his style, his lyrics, his authenticity, it's what's helping him create this new culture. And while right now only the underground sees it, we are in the shift from street music to plug-in beat. And with more and more people being introduced to quote-unquote underground rap, in 5 years, when the entire industry sounds different, we will truly realize how much Summrs did and how much he really affected the sound and music changing. And I can say confidently, all Summrs videos on YouTube will have like 10-20 mil. I can say confidently he'll be looked at as a true legend. And overall, man, just in general, he's a talented ass artist. He's somebody I really hope's around in 5 years and just doing what he's got to do. But of course, that's all I got for you folks today, man. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Appreciate the love you've been showing. And it's been your boy 10 Toes. And I'm gone. Catch you boys.